Nandan Nilekani called ONDC the most exciting business transformation happening in the world. He would know, he's the man behind the Aadhaar digital ID system. But what is ONDC anyway? I'm Varsha Meghani and you're watching Nuts and Bolts by Forbes India. ONDC is short for the Open Network for Digital Commerce. As the name suggests, it's a network, not an app or a platform like Amazon or Flipkart. Think of it this way. Today, if you want to buy sunscreen lotion, you log on to Amazon, type in your query in the search bar, scroll through the options and pick out what you like. If you want other options, you'll open Flipkart and repeat the process, because some sellers may be listed on Flipkart but not on Amazon. You'll compare the products on each platform, pick what you like best, pay for it and have it delivered to you. On ONDC, you as a buyer and even the seller of that sunscreen lotion can transact regardless of the platform or app you use, so long as that platform or app is aligned with ONDC. Paytm, for example, is aligned with ONDC as a so-called buyer app. So as a buyer, if you log on to Paytm, you'll have the option of clicking an ONDC tab within the app. Once you click it, you'll have access to all the sunscreen lotion sellers, regardless of whether they are registered with Paytm or not. Sellers could include those who are registered with other e-commerce platforms, or even your local kirana store or pharmacy. You pick out what you like, pay, and have your goods delivered to you. On the one hand, we have platform-centric models like Amazon or Flipkart, which control everything from onboarding sellers to acquiring customers to fulfilling deliveries and solving grievances. ONDC, on the other hand, is a network-centric model. Here, all the components in the chain are broken up or unbundled. Seller apps onboard sellers like HUL or your local kirana store onto ONDC, helping them with registration, cataloging, and building an online storefront. Buyer apps like Paytm, Snapdeal or MagicPin bring buyers like you and me onto the network through their platforms. Logistics companies like ShipRocket and Shadowfax fulfill deliveries, and multiple payment partners help to complete the transaction. It's much like the physical world, where different building blocks of a value chain are often built by different players and then assembled to make a whole. Like the auto industry, no single car maker manufactures everything from tires to engines to car seats. The components are outsourced and then assembled by the car maker. ONDC is simply replicating that model for e-commerce. Yes, because world over, large tech companies are controlling e-commerce. Globally, 42% of e-commerce is owned by 4 companies. Amazon with a 13% market share, followed by 3 Chinese companies. In India, Amazon and Flipkart, which is owned by Walmart, control 63% of the market, each claiming a near equal 31.5% share of the market as of 2021. This kind of market concentration obviously isn't good. Sellers' margins are squeezed, buyers can end up paying more, and the ecosystem suffers. The US and the EU are addressing this problem by enforcing laws and regulations on these tech giants. India, however, through ONDC, has chosen to address the issue via technology and innovation, just like it did with digital payments through UPI. It also helps that ONDC has been set up as a Section 8 not-for-profit company. Besides, e-commerce penetration in India is a mere 5 to 7%. Almost 95% of India has never shopped online. It is this undigitized population that has been left behind by the tech giants that ONDC is going after. ONDC hopes to raise e-commerce penetration to 25% in 2 years. The logic being that the network will create a vastly greater pool of sellers and buyers, which will result in lower costs. This in turn will turbocharge e-commerce growth. Not yet. We tried ordering sunscreen lotion from ONDC through Paytm. As you can see, the user interface is a bit clunky, and the options are limited at the moment. I couldn't find what I was looking for initially, and then ended up finding it under the cleaning and household items category rather than the beauty and hygiene category. I added in my details, paid up for my order, but as you can see, the delivery timeline for a bottle of sunscreen lotion is 5 days. I tried ordering the same product on Amazon and it promised me delivery in a day. Amazon and Flipkart have spent years building and perfecting their UI/UX, discovery and logistics systems. They're sitting on years of customer data and know just how we like our products. ONDC will have to play catch up on this front to drive adoption. A key challenge is achieving scale. Presently, ONDC has 36,000 sellers on board who process 15,000 daily orders. Amazon, by comparison, processes 1.6 million daily orders.
ONDC can be a game changer. The challenge is getting the flywheel kick-started. For now, Paytm and Snapdeal are the only large buyer-side apps that have got on the network. Getting more and more merchants on board is key. Once they come, consumers will come. But for that, the user experience has to be seamless.
Scale also requires overcoming the intellectual challenge associated with ONDC, as Chief Business Officer Shirish Joshi puts it. Sellers and buyers can't fully comprehend how the open network will work because they're so used to thinking in terms of close-ended platforms like Amazon or Flipkart. So they're staying away. ONDC can potentially transform e-commerce as we know it, but it has a long way to go before it matches the scale and user experience of an e-commerce biggie.